Everyone who has built a computer in their life knows how hard it can be to choose the right PC case. There are tons of different brands and other minor things to watch out for, such as the ventilation holes and cable holes. NZXT is one of the biggest players in the computer case game. While NZXT cases are not the best when it comes to airflow, they are certainly one of the most beautiful ones. Their design language and aesthetic are similar across the board. They focus on clean-looking cases that will present your hardware as if it were a piece of artwork, instead of just hiding everything behind panels. We have listed the top 5 NZXT PC cases and the key features plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you. Links to all the products mentioned in the video are in the description below. You could also find a more detailed analysis and a comparison tool on our website, legitbic.com. Number 5. NZXT H210i. At a mere 27 liters, the H210i is pretty much a shrunken version of the H400i. Some of the major differences are that it's only compatible with the mini ITX system and the clearances are subsequently scaled down. In terms of the build, the H210i uses the same all-seal construction with a full tempered glass panel on the side. To access the interior, only a single thumb screw holds the tempered glass panel door in place. This results in a convenient and incredibly simple installation. Inside the main chamber, there's a room to house your motherboard, a 165mm CPU cooler, and a full-size 325mm graphic card. Moreover, at the bottom, you will notice the same full-length signature PSU shroud that can support both ADX and SFX supplies. For airflow, the H210i has support for 2 120x140mm fans in the front, one 120mm fan in the top, and one more 120mm fan in the rear. The top and rear AER F120 fans are both performance fans that come pre-installed in the case. Unfortunately, they're not RGB, but they are very quiet. Even though this is a considerably smaller case than the H400i, the H210i has equal storage capabilities. There's room for an oddly placed 3.5-inch HDD at the front of the PSU and 2 SDDs on the back of the mobile rack. To bring the total drives up to 4, one more HDD can fit underneath the case. A handful of inputs and outputs are located at the top of the front panel. Here you will find one USB 3.1 Type A and one USB 3.0 Type C and one 3.5mm jack. Furthermore, as this is the I version of the case, you also get the NZXT cam-powered smart device and 2 pre-RGB LED strips. Number 4. NZXT H510. The NZXT H510 is a mid-level budget tower case that supports mini ITX, micro ATX, and the standard ADX motherboards. It supports a wide array of cooling options with a simplified system of installation. Just like the H200 to the H210, the NZXT H510 is also an update to the H500. All the features from the latter are retained and some are improved. From the outside, the front I/O now has a USB Type-C Gen 2 port for faster charging for file transfer. The tempered glass gets a single screw installation upgrade similar to the H210. Going inside, the case supports 2 120mm fans. Going inside, the case supports 2 120mm or 140mm fans in the front, and one 120mm or 140mm each for top and back mounts. All intakes are now filtered and all fans and radiator mounts now come with a removable bracket that makes the installation simple and easy. The H510 also comes with an integrated reservoir mount for custom water cooling loops and whatnot. Cable management is also simplified with a patented cable routing kit to make it cleaner and easier for all types of users. The case also has an integrated vertical GPU mount as an additional option. The H510 also has a smart device mount at the back of the motherboard tray in case you buy the controller in the future. Number 3. NZXT H1. Here is a tiny NZXT case that you can put anywhere, under your TV, inside a closet, or next to your other computer. NZXT H1 is a tiny vertical chassis that is made of CGCC steel and even has a tempered glass panel, just like the previous best NZXT cases. The tempered glass front panel here is tinted though, so it might not be the best choice if you want to show off the insides. Also, the case comes in either matte black or matte white, so no colorful options here. A lot of thought has been put into the design of the H1 and it shows. It's almost like magic. You can fit almost all large graphics card here without any problems. Nonetheless, double-checking the size of the graphics card and the case is the best thing to do when building a tiny SFF computer. Naturally, only ITX motherboard can fit into this chassis. The dual-chamber design of the H1 allows the graphics card and CPU to have an independent airflow, so everything will stay cool here. While the price of the H1 is not cheap by any means, it does come with an integrated 650W 80+ gold power supply, a pre-installed AIO 140mm liquid CPU cooler, and even has pre-routed cable channels. Anyone who has ever built an SFF computer knows how challenging it can be, but even newcomers are welcome here. All panels have dust filters on all air intakes. You also have space for two 2.5 inches drives and a PCIe riser to mount your graphics card vertically. Number 2. NZXT H510 Elite. The H510 Elite is also a variant of the H510 that includes an additional tempered glass in the front panel. It also comes with an NZXT Smart Device V2 and an integrated addressable RGB strip. The Smart Device V2 includes a faster microprocessor for NZXT cam-powered control of the two Hue 2 RGB lighting channels and 3 fan channels that support voltage-regulated or PWM fans. As the H510 Elite is a variant of the H510, its build is exactly the same as the H510i as well. You will most likely have the same fast and easy experience building your PC in the NZXT case. The only difference in the aesthetic department is the additional tempered glass in the front, which adds more bling to the case, but it may or may not impact the cooling performance of the case. Number 1. NZXT H710i. The H710i is the largest chassis from the NZXT's iconic H series. Available in white, black, and red, it has a clean and modern design that builds upon successful elements from previous models. Standout features include the classic cable management bar and a full tempered glass window. To access the spacious interior, we particularly like that all of the panels remove effortlessly. Front and top panels come off with a pull, and the back panel is a one-button operation. Conveniently, the side glass panel only uses a single thumb screw to hold it in place. The main chamber of the case can house eATX motherboards, 185mm cooler heights, and 413mm GPUs. For your GPU, there are 7 standard expansion slots, plus 2 more for vertical mount. At the bottom is a full-length PSU shroud that can also fit 3 3.5 inches drives. NZXT have earned a reputation for how easy their cases are to build, and the H710i is no exception. There are lots of rooms for upgrades, a ton of mounting options, and cable management is ideal. Cables can be hidden behind the management bar or in the pre-installed channels at the back of the case. To cool your interior system, 3 120mm pre-installed fans draw air in through the front and 1 more exhausted out of the rear. Additionally, a 360mm radiator can fit in the top. For plenty of airflow, vents run along both sides of the top and front of the panels. As this is the I version of the case, it also includes NZXT cam-powered smart device and 2 pre-RGB LED strips. The cam's intuitive control allows you to effortlessly manage pre-installed, pre-wired fans and RGB LED strips. Given the extra space, the H710i is ideal for custom water cooling or eATX builds. In conclusion, NZXT cases are well designed and over-engineered that you can't go wrong whichever case you pick in this lineup. Obviously, you don't want to buy a mini ITX case if you're planning to upgrade to a desktop workstation CPU and motherboard. And you would want to go to the option that gives you the maximum features you can get. But at the same time, budget is a limiting factor, especially in NZXT cases. Personally, I would choose the H510 as it is pretty much the do-it-all option without sacrificing much. Let us know in the comments below which NZXT PC case you are going to choose. Thanks for watching, and that's all for this video. If you liked this video and it helped you in any way, please give this video a like, and if you don't want to miss out on any future videos, subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.